Hello. This video is about Camden Council forcing me to have a kitchen and bathroom, a new kitchen and bathroom that I don't want. I've got a perfectly good kitchen and bathroom. I don't want to change them. There's nothing wrong with them. I like them. I like them better than the new ones. And Camden Council are forcing me to have the new ones anyway. Like everyone, I was sent a letter saying I could refuse the bathroom and kitchen if I wanted to, but I had to have essential electrical works. So I refused the kitchen and bathroom because I didn't want them. And now I'm getting a hell of a lot of trouble off them. Um, my housing officer has started saying that my flat stinks. He's taken me to court and has tried to get all my stuff thrown out of the flat on the recommendation of Agent Orange, a contractor working with Apollo, the building company that is contracted to Camden Council to put the kitchens and bathrooms in using various subcontracted companies. Um, and One of my neighbors, who's always been horrible to me, I don't know why, has written repeated emails lying for him. But fortunately, she's not prepared to take an oath about it in court. So the judge has said that unless they can, things depends on whether or not she's prepared to continue to say this, really. So my life is hanging in the balance, and my present life is hanging in the balance according to whether or not my neighbor wishes to keep lying about me. Um, Camden Council wants to throw all my stuff out. Really, the only reason I want to do it is because they then want to say that I've made the place stink so much that the bathroom and kitchen stink too, and they have to be thrown out because that way they get to put their new kitchen and bathroom in. I don't know how metal or fiberglass is supposed to smell. I've never known a bath absorb an odor in my life, but they have Agent Orange writing things to them, which are shown to the court that I've made everything smell, and my various odors from pets I have gotten into things. Have you ever known anything with fiberglass to smell? I haven't. What about their door handles? Do they plan to change their metal door handles? No, I bet they don't. What about their wood along the skirting boards? Do they plan to change that? No. You know, what about the ceiling? Do they plan to change that? No. Magically, whatever they own, whatever the council owns, will be deemed non-smelly. And whatever I own, they're saying smells. Which it doesn't. So why would they need to throw out, for example, if the Agent Orange says they should throw out everything I have? Well, I've got a vase, a glass vase. They want to throw that out. What about the glass in the windows? Are they going to change the windows? No. I've got cutlery that's made of metal. Are they going to change the metal door handles they've got? No. They want to throw my cooker out. That's made of metal. Are they going to change the metal door handles? No. Are they going to change the lock in the front door? No. So how come my cooker stinks and the lock in the front door doesn't? You see what I mean? I've got a metal bed. They want to throw that out. Why? Just pure nastiness. They want to throw everything out. That means I have nothing to cook with or eat out of. No food, no bed, no blankets, nothing. This is what they want to do to me. Just to make me have their kitchen and bathroom. This is all because I refused the kitchen and bathroom. Why send people a letter telling them they cannot have the kitchen and bathroom and then put them through all this if they decide they want the kitchen and bathroom. Or if they decide they want to keep their kitchen and bathroom and don't want the new ones. Why put people through all this? When I go to court, the judges say to the housing officer, you know she doesn't have to have the kitchen and bathroom, don't you? And the housing officer just sits there and looks at them and just does that. A small nod. They absolutely don't want to say anything except that their contractors have made various recommendations that mean they want to throw all my stuff out. That's all they want to say in court. Just various lies that they want to tell about me. I went to the contractor, Apollo, and you can't get in touch with them. There's no phone number for all the people across Camden. Not one phone number, not one email address. They have one office, one central office that you go to. And I went in there and I told the receptionist I didn't want the new kitchen and bathroom. And she just kept saying, okay, that's fine, that's fine. I asked her to make a note of it somewhere, and she said, oh, that's fine, you don't have to have it. So all this not having to have it actually means is that they put it in while telling you, you don't have to have it, you don't have to have it. So in a few days' time, according to a letter I've just got from my housing officer, ex-housing officer, he said to be, but he's continuing to do everything like he's still my housing officer. According to him, in a few days' time, according to the letter, in a few days' time, 5 men will come to my house to my flat to tell me what they want me to do to make the place convenient for them to do their works in. They call them works. These are going to be from various contractors of Apollo, Better Homes, Agent Orange, some other one. Please see my description for details. And they're going to tell me what to do to help them to put in a kitchen and bathroom that I don't want, that I've said I don't want repeatedly. Every time I say I don't want it, my housing officer says, oh, I didn't know that. And I said, well, I told you repeatedly before. And he says, oh, I've forgotten. How many times is he going to forget it? When he comes round, I have to tell him what the court said, because he forgets that as well. He forgets everything he doesn't want to know. He says my place needs a deep clean. You know what deep clean means? It means he wants the contractors to come around and wreck everything I have with a load of chemicals and dirty water and poor handling that will smash and break everything, so that there's nothing left that I would want anyway, and that it would all just have to be thrown out because it wouldn't be usable. He wants to wreck everything I've got. All to basically drive me out of here, really. I think he wants to drive me out of here even. I don't actually know why. I haven't done anything to anyone. Anyway, the court said he could clean around the edges of my rooms, and I could have the essential wiring, and I didn't have to have the kitchen and bathroom, because this is the truth, I don't have to. But when he came, he insisted that the court had allowed him to deep clean, and I said I refused to allow it. So he took me back to court saying I was being uncooperative and I had broken the court's order. I had, not him, I had. He's trying to terrorize me using the courts. He ignores everything the courts say. He ignores what I say. He ignores the letters they send people saying what you can and can't do, like you can refuse the kitchen and bathroom. He's doing exactly what he likes. Why is this allowed? This is Camden Council. This is Camden Council. So anyway, there are 5 men due to come to my home, and according to the letter, they're allowed to force entry, or I'll be breaking the agreement, and they can force entry and stuff if I don't let them in. So I've got to let 5 men in to come and basically bully me in my own home and tell me what they want me to do to make the place suitable for their workers to come in and put in a kitchen and bathroom. I've been given names, but no faces, so I won't know who they are. I won't know who I'm talking about if I talk about anyone. I'll be saying the man with red hair or the man with blonde hair or the short man. I won't be, and I'll say, why don't you know who you're talking about? Every time I make any kind of objection or question anything, my housing officer treats me like I'm mental. In court, he'll be saying for the umpteenth time, see, she doesn't know what she's talking about. We've given her the names and she still doesn't know who's who. How can I know who's who? Doesn't matter if you give somebody names. You need to put faces to names. What if I were given 1,000 names and no faces? See what I mean? I don't know who these people are. I'm sure they will not introduce themselves one by one. They don't want to do that. They want to look good in their letters, giving their names and things. But they won't introduce themselves to me one by one. I won't get to know whom I'm talking about. And I won't necessarily remember them all anyway. I mean, remembering 5 new people at the drop of a hat isn't, something everyone can do anyway. A lot of people forget names and faces. And, what I want to do when they get here is film them. But that would make trouble, I'm sure. They wouldn't keep still for me. They really wouldn't do that. They wouldn't keep still and say their names to the camera, which is what I'd want. So I know who I'm dealing with in my home. They should have to do that by law or something. There should be a law making people identify themselves to you if you want them to in your home. Not just give you a list of names like you're telepathic and you're going to know who's who automatically. Like you're some kind of psychic. When they get here, I will say, I'm only having the electrical works, and they will ignore me. I will say, can you leave, please, unless you are directly involved in only the electrical works. They will ignore me. Or they will all leave en masse and say that they will all leave very quickly like that en masse and say, oh, she's being difficult. She's breaking the agreement. We're going. And I'll go. And they won't come back. They'll just pretend they can't hear me and walk off. This is how they behave. This is how my housing officer behaves. This is how Camden Council people who come around behave. They do exactly what they like. And if they don't get exactly what they want, they walk off and pretend they can't hear you. And then they take you back to court. And things like that. So, that's what I'm expecting, basically. I'm not expecting them to accept that I don't want the kitchen or bathroom. I don't believe they'll accept that and just go. As soon as I say I don't want the kitchen or bathroom, they'll pretend that I'm being difficult or something and go. Something along the way will happen whereby, unless they get what they want, they'll pretend that I've broken the court's agreement whereby they're supposed to, they were told they could just clean around the edges of the rooms. So I intend to phone my housing officer before this meeting takes place, and I'll try and get him to tell me if any of these people are involved in putting in kitchens and bathrooms, because I don't want the new kitchens and bathrooms. At this point, he will probably say what he said before. Don't tell me, tell the contractors. Well, I did tell the contractors, and like I said, I went to their office, and the woman said, "That's fine, that's fine. You don't have to have it. You don't have to have the kitchen and bath, new kitchen and bathroom." And things have proceeded as they wish, regardless of the fact that I have told them that I don't want the new kitchen and bathroom, and I've told my housing officer that I don't want the new kitchen and bathroom. So as soon as I say to him that I don't want the new kitchen and bathroom, and then try to proceed to say, are any of these men who you propose to bring round, are any of them involved in putting in kitchens and bathrooms? Because they don't need to come to my flat because I'm not having the new kitchen and bathroom. As soon as I start to explain that, I expect him to say, don't tell me, tell the contractors, who will completely ignore me, as I just said. And then I expect them to come around on Thursday anyway, and I expect the housing officer to say, oh, I forgot. And if I don't let them in, I expect them to say that I'm breaking the agreement or to make some kind of problem. These people have been around before. Better Homes has been around before. And I believed that they were involved in electrical works, doing the essential electrical works. I have no idea what they're actually doing. Maybe they do the kitchens or bathrooms or both or whatever, or maybe they do all of it. I don't know. I'm going to try and find out exactly which company is contracted to do what, but I don't expect a straight answer. I will go to the Apollo office. My housing officer will pretend not to know. He'll say, ask the contractors. I'm sure he knows. But he'll say, ask the contractors. He'll say, I don't know anything about it. It's not my job. Ask the contractors. So I'm going to ask the contracting woman again, but contractor's receptionist again, but Apollo's receptionist again, but I'm sure she will also say she doesn't know. She'll say it's not her job. She has a particular job, but it doesn't involve answering questions from the public about what Apollo plans to do in their flats. It doesn't involve answering simple questions like what each company does. What does Better Homes do? Does it put in the kitchens or the bathrooms, or does it do the essential electrical works, or does it do all of those things? If I asked a simple question like, I have asked for phone numbers before of contractors and they're not given. Across Camden, people haven't been given these numbers. You're expected basically to do as you're told and take what you get, or else. And so everyone does. But I like what I've got, and I don't see why if they send me a letter telling me that I don't have to have the new kitchen and bathroom, and I don't want it, then they should accept that. Not give me all this trouble. I'm being made an example of. They're destroying my life to make an example of me. This has been going on for over 14 months. I've been to court about it about 5 times at least. Could be more, could be 6 by now, at least 5 times. It's now starting to go to slightly higher courts than the first ones, more formal courts. It makes me very stressed out, as you can imagine. Last time I went to court, they proposed to the judge, asked the judge for permission to throw out everything I own. Fortunately, the judge didn't allow it, but he said that they should ask the neighbor whether or not my smell was still causing a nuisance. And they said that because the council actually was 3 days past the due date of applying for the injunction to be extended. And that's how incompetent they are. They have whole departments and they still can't even make an application in time. It was 3 days late. So anyway, the judge also said to them that rather than bringing me back to court all the time, every few months, they should make 3 firm dates. One for an inspection of my property, because they keep doing the inspection again and again and again and again and again and again. And they never actually get around to doing the cleaning that that the judge said they could do. And then they're supposed to do the works. So they're I mean, they should just come and do the work. Apparently they always do inspections anyway to make sure that properties are suitably ready. Apollo's workers are very, very precious. They're all royalty. They can't work in anything but spick and span environments fit for royalty. Other contractors have come in and had no problems with anything. Several over the years. I've been here 8 years, several over the years, but they've never had problems. But Apollo, it's because they're a big company. A big company has unions, and unions get very precious. They strike all the time, and they end up with big wages. Nobody else gets big wages, just union people. Union people and rich people. And they end up very precious and thinking that they're special. So Apollo workers think they're special. And although my flat is perfectly clean, they don't think it's clean enough for them. So, well, also they're going along, they've got council contracts, and well, they want to put the bathroom and kitchen in anyway. It's all money for them. So basically, if I'm saying no to the kitchen and bathroom, I guess they're just harassing me, really. This is what it's all about, money. They want to put the kitchen and bathroom in because it will make money for them. And they're perfectly prepared to go to court and have all my stuff flung out. All my stuff removed. So they can then say the place still smells. The odour has been absorbed into the kitchen and bathroom as well, and they must be removed so they can put in a new one. There's pipe work in here. Will they change the pipe work? No. There's plaster in the walls. Plaster is famous for taking in smell. If somewhere does smell, they will not change the plaster. There's no mention made of changing the plaster, just of throwing my stuff out. And they want to put new flooring in as well. So they're saying that the flooring is smelly, and they want to put new flooring in. Well, I've heard several times over the years that if a place smells, it gets into the plaster. So why don't they want to do the walls? They don't. No mention of doing the walls. The ceiling's got some Artex on. No mention of doing the ceiling. Artex is a soft material. I believe that would absorb smell. No mention of that. No mention of the wood in the doors. No mention of changing their doors. I have some wood, of course. There's wood in the doors. They want to throw my wood out. Any mention of changing the doors? The doors are as present, as there, as any wood I've got. Any mention of changing their doors? No. I think actually they want to do the place up and harass me out of here and give it to someone else. But I don't know why, because I've never done anything to anybody here. I have trouble with my neighbours a bit as well, but I have no idea why. I guess there's just some not nice people around here. Anyway, you can tell it's ridiculous because cookers don't smell. How could you ever have it? How could they throw away my cooker? The email from Agent Orange says that things have the only way to get rid of a smell is to throw everything out. But a cooker is made of metal. You ever heard of metal absorbing smell? Metal and glass. The windows are glass. Their door handles are glass. They won't get rid of those. This is all designed to harass me, to get me out of here, because I don't want the kitchen and bathroom. This is what they will do to people. to get. And why is the council so determined to make me have a kitchen and bathroom? I think it's because they too want money. All of this is designed to make money for Apollo, the council contractors, and I bet you the council are corrupt and get kickbacks. Otherwise, why are they so determined to make me have a new kitchen and bathroom? I'm sure they're getting something out of it for everyone they put in. Otherwise, why are they so determined to make me have the new kitchen and bathroom? They're willing to destroy people's lives, to destroy people to get what they want. If I were a bit older, I find this very stressful sometimes now, at my age. If I were older still, this is the kind of thing that could stress somebody into having a heart attack or dying early or something. This is murder, really. This is harassment. It's criminal. This is defrauding the public. No, it's defrauding me because they want to gain access to property by lying. That's fraud. The fact that they want to throw my stuff away doesn't make any difference. It's still fraud because they want to gain property by lying. So that's theft. Apollo and Camden Council are guilty of theft. All to get public money for something I don't want anyway. I mean, the kitchens are a bit better in appearance. They're not sort of blocky white units like I've got. But the units are smaller, so they contain less. And I want more room in the cupboards. So I want mine. Mine's in good condition. Things aren't falling off hinges or anything. It's in good condition. The only fault with it is a dangerous bit that Camden Council made on the surface so that you can't step on it because it's got just one small piece of wood holding it together underneath, which will just break and crack through so that you have a terrible accident and possibly die before anyone can save you or help you. I was trying to do around the windows one day by the sink, the kitchen sink, and the unit started to give way under me. And I looked underneath it, and there was one single. This is illegal. This is a criminal offence in itself because it's dangerous. This is a health and safety offence. I've told my land housing officer about it, and he just said, that was it. Didn't want to know. I said, it's a criminal offence, He said, I said, that could really hurt somebody. That could kill somebody. And he said, that's it. Like, oh, you could be killed. Who cares? You could have been killed. Who cares? It started to give way on me. One single piece of wood with a nail in one side attached to one piece of surface and a nail through the other end attached to the other. Literally just one piece of wood across two surfaces underneath with a nail in each end, holding it together. And of course, it started to give way under my weight. So I haven't been back up there. So my windows are sort of half. I was scraping away the Artex in order to, because they put horrible Artex around the windows. When I came in, the place was all lime and orange, painted lime and orange. I thought some really bad taste tenants had done it, but it turns out that's what the council chose the last time they decorated people's flats. Everyone's flats were lime and orange. I'm sure they do it on purpose. I don't know why people put up with it. And they go, oh, they didn't like it. What a shame. They always do something wrong. The bathroom and kitchen were okay, so they made sure they messed up the redecoration. This time, the bathroom and kitchen aren't so good, and the redecoration looks like it might be better. But I still don't know if they're using kitchen and bathroom paint. They didn't before, and it's all flaking off all over the kitchen. I was going to do that, but I'm stumped now, stymied by that dangerous piece of work that stops me from getting the work done, because if I step up on the surface, it's going to collapse through. You never know what a collapsed thing will be like, there are people who've collapsed through something that collapsed, who've fallen through something that collapsed, and something terrible has happened whereby their flesh has got ripped into, an artery has been cut open, and they've bled to death before they could be saved. That could happen to me. I don't want that to happen. So, so that has to remain undone. So I've still got the paint that they've used in the kitchen that has flaked because it's not proper kitchen and bathroom paint. I bought all proper kitchen and bathroom paint. I was going to do that up. Started to do it a bit. When I got to the kitchen, got to the windows, I had to stop because of that dangerous work. I told the housing officer and he just said, I don't care. I just don't care. So anyway, the bathroom, the bathroom's awful. That they want to put in. The basin has so little room to wash your hands that after you put your hands under the sink, under the tap, there's like 1 centimeter of room to move your hands about in underneath. No room. The one I've got at the moment is a big deep basin that I could wash sheets in. I've washed sheets in basins that size before. The toilet's bigger, which is just more in keeping with the larger basin and bath that I've got. And the bath has a nice big bath. The baths I want to put in are amazingly short. I mean, they're sort of normal length, but they're about at least 6 inches shorter than my present bath. So that's 6 inches less water I can have. I've worked out how much room you would have, how much water you'd have to bathe in if you took the new bath, and one of the new baths, and you'd be bathing in about 6 inches of water. That's what people bathed in World War II to help with the war effort, and it was unhygienic. It's an unhygienic amount of water to bathe in. I think they're Muslim baths. I've read somewhere that councils are putting in Muslim baths. Muslims shower, they don't bathe. Those are unhygienically small baths to bathe in. You can't really bathe in 6 inches of water. You can't get clean in it. Maybe they're trying to turn us all Muslim. Who knows? So I think they're putting Muslim baths in. Well, I think that's unfair, really, because Muslims can manage with our baths, but we can't manage with theirs. So we're effectively getting no facilities just so they can have theirs, when they could make do with ours. So anyway, I like a nice big deep bath, and I wanted to keep my bath. But it looks like they're prepared to do anything to make me take the new bathroom and kitchen. My housing officer is a Muslim. I think he may have some religious or cultural motive for making me take the new bath and kitchen. I think he may be intending eventually to make the various blocks, maybe even the whole of Camden, a Muslim enclave. Maybe. Anyway, I want my nice deep bath, but Apollo wants the money for putting in a new bathroom and kitchen. They won't be told that if anyone doesn't want the new bathroom and kitchen. They just say, okay, that's fine. You don't have to have it. And then they keep coming round. 5 of them due now. 5 men in my home bullying me and telling me what to do to accommodate them wanting to put a new bathroom and kitchen in against my will when I don't have to have it. Or they say I don't have to have it. They're actually going to come round and keep harassing me and trying to throw my stuff out, trying to get the court to say they can throw my stuff out until they eventually just get round to throwing out my kitchen and bathroom and putting the new ones in that they want to put in. All this just to make some money. They'll do this to people to make some money. They'll destroy your life to make some money. They're criminals, bullies, abusive. This is violent and thieving. I don't want what they're doing. They're doing it against my will for money, for public money. It's thieving. They're defrauding me by lying to the court to get my property out, so they can throw it away, to get my property so they can throw it away. They're horrible. They're all horrible people. Camden Council are evil. Apollo is evil. Obviously, I'm trying to stop this. But at the moment, it's still going on. I'll post updates in the future. Hopefully, I'll get to keep my stuff and the bathroom and kitchen that I have at present. Thank you. Bye. All right.